Yo, it's your girl DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and you tune into U3, Underground, Inside, and Unknown. And we have a special guest in the building tonight. He's going to talk about his new music, his career, what he's been up to, and more. You do not want to miss it. Stay tuned.
Yeah, U3, live from the underground.
Yo, it's your girl DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and we are here with a special guest, Mr. Jvra.
What's up?
Need some sound effects. Man, I know exactly, and that's the one sound I kind of hate as a DJ.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I hate that. I don't know why. It's just I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, it's overused
But
for sure.
I think I met you with Studios 1621. I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
I know what you're saying,
1604.
and I'm going to say it wrong too.
Okay.
But shout out to them.
Shout out to them. So I met you through a label. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I met you with a label. It was you.
It was my old management. That's
it's your old management.
Yeah.
You, Jenny B, Alien Barbie as well, and others. And now you are a solo artist by yourself.
Totally.
You know, doing it independent. So let's talk about the Jvra that was with the management.
Yeah.
Compared to the Jvra now.
No,
How was he?
It's my gosh, like just I've seen my personal growth that I'm so proud of myself, and you have to be.
Yeah.
You know, you really do. You have to be proud of your own growth. And when I was with them, that was so necessary. At that time, that season was just so vital to my growth as an artist. They introduced me to more the artistry, because when I kind of came on board, I was more of like the singer, but then there's a big difference between being a singer and then being like a recording artist. And so they introduced me to that part of the industry, and honestly, it was really through that management where I fell in love with writing, because they talked about how important that was. Yeah. And so I consider myself now more of a like singer-songwriter as well, and they even kind of got me like on the keys a little bit. I'm not like a great keyboardist, but like they taught me how to make melodies, and so it was important. It was important for me during that time, and then you grow, and then you just keep growing.
What advice or what did you learn having a management team? Because I know there's a lot of artists, when they first come out on the scene, the first thing they feel like, I have to have a manager. I need a manager. I can't make it without one.
Totally, that was me. I was like, I need a team. I need a team of people. And you kind of honestly do. Like it's not anybody that you see, whether it's like A-list, B-list, C-list music artists, it don't matter. You definitely, it takes a team to build the artist. Yeah. And so now me not having any label or management, really like nothing has changed. I mean, I was the same person like then, as far as my mindset is like the goal was still, let's hit it hard, let's get in the studio, let's make music, and that's still the mindset. But it's important. You need the team. Yeah. You really do. I can't think of one artist that's like really just doing it solely by themselves. I'm sure there is somebody out there that I don't know, but like every person. But I'm sure that, I mean, everyone that I've seen that is like doing well, they have a whole team backing them up and supporting them. And in this kind of industry, like you need it. You definitely need it, because
you can't do everything yourself.
You really can't. So. Yeah.
What were you looking for when you found your management team back then? What qualities stood out? The main thing that I wanted was, and it's honestly what I still want, and what I am so lucky to have, is just the freedom to be the artist that I want to be. Yeah. You always hear like management or labels will try to like form the artist and what they think is going to be a good product to sell. Control you, change you.
Yeah, in certain aspects. And one thing that I just wanted was the creative freedom, because my thing is, if you want to work with me, that means there's something about me that you trust. Yeah. And that you like. And so trust me. If we're gonna do this, then trust me. And I've been so lucky to be in a place where most of the people that I have worked with, management or even non-management, have trusted my decisions. And then there's some times where they're like, that's a little silly. and then these are my superiors, so I trust them.
Yeah.
And then, we're all just heading towards the same goal.
Let's talk Jvra younger years.
Oh, no.
When we first started singing.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between singing and singing. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah, there's a big difference. Yeah, totally.
So when did you realize that you had a little soul in your voice that, I can do more than just pop music?
Yeah. I kind of, young Jvra grew up listening to a lot of like Marilyn Manson and like Disturbed and
But that's so
Korn.
different from the music you made. That's not even in the same.
I know. But like I was just so in love with these people's like.
Did you dress like them?
No, I did never dress like them.
Okay.
But my mom and my pops were like hardcore rockers, and they still are.
That makes sense.
And so I just grew up listening to like these big like rock and roll artists, and it wasn't until I was like maybe like 12 or 13 when I got introduced to Motown, and oh my God, that just changed like my perspective of everything. I was like, that's a singer. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
And just like there was something about the way they just used their vocals. Like it wasn't just singing. Like that was like, I mean, your voice is an instrument, but like they really hit it on the nail. Like they were utilizing every part of their vocal, their body, their spirit to just. And I was like, that's what I want. I want that. I want to be able to do that.
What's your go-to Motown song to sing?
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
What is that? That's the intro to Michael Jackson. Jackson 5.
Go ahead. You want to sing some more?
Oh,
go ahead. Feel free to sing some more. No one's going to stop you.
Who's Loving You from Jackson 5.
Okay.
Oh, that's my go-to.
Why does it stand out to you?
I do that song live a lot at my shows, and I just love like I always want to do something that's going to be like I call it the AGT. I think that stands for attention getting something. The T, I don't remember the T, but it's the attention getting song. My AGS, the attention getting song. I just like that intro, like the piano intro. Just once people are like, and then the first note,
it really catches people.
Yeah, everyone's just like, what?
Like,
yeah, and it's cool. Like that's normally one of my openers, and it's so cool to just like see people like not paying attention to who's on stage. And that's one of the things, like I'll look for somebody who's like just on their phone and not.
Just gonna look up like, what?
Yeah,
is that you?
Cool,
you did
like,
that?
It's a cool little like feeling like, yeah, I did it. I got
now,
their
do your
attention.
parents ever think or like ever look at you and say, you know what? You could have been a rocker, but I love the pop. I love the soul.
My mom is always trying to convince me to like do like rock and roll covers.
At least one.
And I probably will. But no, they love the choices that I make musically, especially for the music that I release, which is more like, I mean, I guess if people want to label it like, I guess like pop soul. But in the new music that's coming out, we've incorporated a lot of like the soulful grittiness that I use in my live shows, and that was something that I really wanted to do because the records that I were releasing were very chill and soft and like pretty. And then you could tell there was like, I'm gonna call myself out. There was like legit like a disconnect from like from my records to my live performances, because my live performances were so like gritty and so like and you could hear like I don't know, like there's just something about performing live. And so when I'm in the studio, I'm recording as if though I'm like in a live show. Yeah. So you get all the grittiness and you get all like the growl and like the passion.
Is there anything that you learned being with your management, seeing that you get to work with so many other artists as well, like Jenny B, Alien Babe? I don't know who else was on the management team.
Yeah, I totally blank. Repeat the question.
Did you learn any? It's okay.
Not me forgetting on a podcast.
It's okay.
I started thinking about, you said Jenny V and you brought up Alien Babe, and my mind just like went to what great people they are. I went somewhere else. Sorry.
No, did you learn anything from them as far as work ethic?
Oh my God, no, totally. Like, when I like met, when we met, I was just so like, I was more of like the to myself artist.
Yeah.
And then like when I needed to be vocal or loud, like I would, but they were themselves all the time, and they were just they were unapologetically themselves
all the time.
Not me, not me, not to talk. But, yeah, they were always them on and off camera, and I was like, that's really cool, you know, and that inspired me, honestly. They really taught me to be fearless.
Yeah.
And like, who cares? Who cares what people say? Who cares what people do? If you are happy and content in your world, like, don't let nobody disturb your peace. And
I agree with that.
They didn't let anybody do that to them, and I was like, well, they can do it, I can do it.
Yes.
So
I like how the three, I call y'all three the main on the management team, because there's other people, got to be yourselves, because Alien Babe, she is so herself.
Wild.
You know, her style, her creativity,
Yeah. Yeah,
you know,
you.
Exactly, get to be yourself. Because sometimes, like you said, people look at you, they probably assume, oh, he's going to sing this kind of song, and then the soul comes out, they're like, what? Coming from you? So I like that. And the fact that they let you be who you want to be, because not too many people want to do that. They want to change people all the time.
Yeah, and it's like I said, like, anybody that approaches me that wants to, like, work, like, it's because you trust that I'm doing something right.
Yes.
And so trust me. And they did. And most of the people that I worked with have. And I'm just like completely blessed to be in that position.
Now, since the management team up to now, you've been through some things. We're not going to go into no details.
Girl.
But, you know, relationships, heartbreak, and back to being you. How is your healing journey? How do you start your healing journey first off, and how's it going now?
Yeah, I think the first thing, the first and foremost, what has like sustained me like these few years, is in 2019 is when like, and I don't say this in a way that's like egotistical, so I hope it doesn't come off this way.
Yeah.
But in 2019 is when I just completely fell in love with who I was, and it just took me such a long time to get there, and so. Once I fell in love with me and I knew exactly who I was and what I stood for and what I don't stand for, it kind of made the journey like a little more easier, to be honest with you, because I set standards for myself and I don't always meet them, but when I don't meet them, I try to find the peace in that.
Yeah, you don't take it as a complete loss.
Yeah, it can be frustrating, but you know who, it's life.
Yeah,
you know, like. Not always gonna win. I wish I was always winning. but you know, I think it just boils down to I love me.
Yeah,
I love me very much, and that's sustained me so much. Yeah.
Are we gonna get music from this heartbreak?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, you know,
that FU song.
I don't know. Like there's a part of me like, yes, I want to. And then there's another part where it's just like, what's the word I'm trying to say?
Leave it in the past. Don't give him more light than what he needs to have.
In a way, it's, you know, the situation may or may not deserve it, and I don't know yet if it does, and that's okay.
Yeah,
you know, we'll just see. We'll see what happens. Right now, I'm just like, I'm in this place. I'm in this season where what is important to me is a lot of things important to me. The main thing, I just want to heal.
Yes.
I want to heal, and I want to get better.
Now I know part of your healing journey is being healthy. You said you've been eating healthy. You lost some weight. You're in the gym more often. What is your go-to healthy meal for people, for someone who wants to start eating healthy like me, who tries, but you know, It's hard when you keep getting those pop-up ads from McDonald's and Chipotle and all that.
Bro, I love Chipotle so much.
I do
you
too.
Don't understand.
I know.
I haven't had Chipotle in forever.
Hey, I know.
So all I eat is turkey meat, chicken, egg whites, fruits, vegetables, and water. Okay. That is like literally all I put into my body, and that's all I have been putting in. And honestly, it all really started back in like February. So I went to the doctor for my like annual checkup.
Yeah. And
they were like, so you're on the road to being a pre-diabetic, and you like you're about to have like, you already have like high cholesterol.
Yeah.
Because you are young, we're not going to put you on medication for anything, but like we're going to give you like 3 to 4 months to get it under control
and change your lifestyle.
Yeah. And so that was February. And so like that scared the crap out of me. And I was like, I'm not going to be in my 20s and like have, taking medication if I don't have to be taking medication.
Exactly.
Like if I'm able to make a change before it gets to that point, like I'm going to do what I can. And shout out to the Body Shop Gym. Class act they are. So my dad is the owner and founder of the Body Shop Gym, and so he's my personal trainer.
Nice.
And so when I told him, he was like,
"Why?"
He was like, "Why are you almost having cholesterol and pre-diabetes?" Like he really like just dug into me. And so then I kind of started the health journey in February, and then in March is when it just like kind of skyrocketed. I just was like, whoop.
Keep it going.
Yeah, I just was like, let's go, let's do it. And so now I'm like at the gym like 2 to 3 times a day.
Well, I'm happy that you caught it early.
Yeah.
My co-host from my other podcast, he didn't catch it early. He ended up in the hospital, so that's when he found out he had diabetes.
Okay.
So now he did change his lifestyle. He does juicing. So he's into juicing, and he got my other co-host into juicing, so they both juice. I remember when he started juicing, he brought us some juice that he made, and every time we try to podcast, I'm like, bring us some juice. Yeah. We love it. So he's in that healthy journey too.
Yeah, it's been
slowly
cool.
get off of medication. So.
And I'm like so happy because I just did blood work last week, and I got my stuff back, and everything came back great. And their doctors were like, that doesn't like normally happen.
Yes.
Like, and I was like, oh no, like I am not going to be taking
medication.
Well,
I feel like it can because he's slowly getting off his medication because of his lifestyle changing, the exercising. And I know sometimes people get intimidated by exercising. They feel like they have to go to a gym, they have to do weightlifting. Sometimes they can start off just by walking.
Honestly.
Start slow.
Just
and then slowly build up. Because I know me, when I go to the gym by myself, I'm looking at all the equipment like, where do I start? What do I
it can
do?
Be a little scary. Yeah.
So I rather go with someone instead of going by myself. I tried cycling.
How did you like it?
I love it with the music.
Okay.
The music helps. And I feel like the right instructor helps too. Because you have some instructor that push you and then some that's like, I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, but no.
I like it.
Yeah. I've, forgive me. Cycling is where you're just like, the bike doesn't move.
Yes.
Right? Okay, cool.
Yes, it does. Yes.
So I don't know how to ride a bike.
But you don't need to know how to ride a bike to do cycling. Look, but you don't need to know.
I don't know how to ride a bike.
It doesn't move, so you don't really need to know how to like. I get it.
Cycling I can do.
Yes.
I can do because the bike stays.
Yes, and like I said, the music kind of helps because you get to dance with it. You get to push yourself harder.
Yeah.
Or go slow. If you need to slow down, you can stand up, sit down. Yeah. And I like classes where you see lots of people from different groups, different ages. You see older people, young people. Yeah. Sometimes you see people older than me pushing it. I'm like, oh, I'm struggling. Look at you. You just like, killing it. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't do it.
But yeah, no, it's honestly, it's really cool. Sometimes when I'm at the gym and I see like people like in the elders and they're going for it and they're like lifting and they're running and I'm like, oh, I hope like I will be that age and still wanting to go to the gym.
Exactly. Well, I'm happy for you and your healthy journey. Continue it. Do not stop.
Yeah.
I want to talk about a song that's a little bit older.
Okay.
Enemy.
Oh, I love that song. What a record.
See, when you come on the show, sometimes people don't know I know their music. I do.
She got it.
Enemy. I like it.
That's
I don't know why, because
so
Enemy
funny.
kind of reminds me of that. I can't think of that guy, but that's in that Ego song. Don't ask me to sing it. But Ego song, I can't do it. But I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of that. So let's go dive into Enemy. What was your inspiration behind that song?
Yeah.
Because that's one of your songs that you kind of dropped after you took a little break, right?
Yeah.
You took a break, you dropped Enemy, you took another break, and now you drop another song. But that's another.
Yeah. Well, what looks like breaks is actually like I'm working. I'm at the studio still making music.
Yes.
I'm just like not like in the forefront of like social media because I'm so when I'm in like the place of creating, like I have to focus on that because that's one of my most favorite things to do, and I don't want to really like. Yes, you probably should be on social media, like.
But you don't need distractions.
Yeah, but then I'll start getting like, if I see something, I want to like kind of blend what I'm doing into what I see, and I'm like, no, like that's them, and leave that there because that's for them.
Yes.
And so, yeah, when I'm in creation mode, it's a totally different game. But yeah, so Enemy, which was produced by the amazing Clef God.
Yes.
That was a fun record to make. So, truth be told, the beginning of the song, he and I had a little powwow because I was like, I don't want. It's kind of like me, like I don't want to really even call it rapping because I'm not a rapper. But I was like, he was like, Clef was like, let's do this, just like go for it, and I don't even remember like I'm 95% sure that I wrote that first part of the song, that the whole intro to it, and then I was like, I don't want to do it, and then he like kind of wrote some stuff into it as well on that intro, and then I was like, I will record it once, and if we don't like it, we have to come up with something else, and so he was like, okay, all right, just give me one vocal take, and I was like, okay. One vocal take, but if it's bad, we're done with it. Something else. And so he's like, "That's fine," and he knew what he was doing.
Yes.
And so I go and I'm like, "Okay." I'm in the booth, and then I'm like, "Let's just do it." And so then I start, and then he's like, "Okay, that's all you need. That's good. We're done." And I was like, "Well, no, like let's just do it." He goes, "Oh no, it's good. Trust me."
We don't need
and so
to.
we just used the first take, and that was what you guys hear now, and so that was the powwow. I was like, no, let's like redo it.
How is it trusting a producer like that? And producers in general? Because I know it can be hard.
It can be, but I have just been so blessed with the producers that I have got to work with. They are just so amazingly talented in what they do. They are music nerds. They're band nerds. They understand music theory, and that's not something that I'm like knowledgeable in, and I want to be, and I'm learning. The producers that I'm working with now. Dan, shout out to Dan. He's in the studio.
What up, Dan?
What up, Dan? He's so knowledgeable in music theory. So I feel like when I go to the studio with him, it's more like I'm a student going to like music class, and it's so cool because I get to learn, and I just trust them. They haven't made a bad decision yet. Dan.
Let's get into the writing process of Jvra.
Yeah.
Do you love to write first, or do you like to listen to a melody, a beat, or vice versa, or both?
Honestly, my writing first comes from like humming.
Okay.
I'll just kind of like babble and not make sense. And then.
Do you ever record it on the phone?
Yeah. Oh, let me show you.
Uh-oh.
Let me show you.
Show us the memo. Show us the record
voice
memo.
memos of just
the voice memo. You see that? The voice memo is just there.
Yeah. Weird. Look, so this was, and I like woke up. I'm gonna play it. This is so embarrassing. Hold on. Is this the one?
He's gonna play us a little sample, a sneak peek.
You can barely. I don't know if you can hear this. I literally woke up.
Try to put it to the mic.
I was dreaming this melody.
I'm literally saying, I literally woke up singing a song.
Yeah.
And I was like, I picked up my phone, I was like, I was dreaming this melody. And I was like, na, 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 na. And then I went back to bed. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, I recorded something like at 5 a.m. And then I went back and wrote.
Do you ever not remember sometimes?
Yeah, no, I have to like record it right away.
No, I meant like, so after you record it, because sometimes I record things and I go back and play it, I'm like, what was I thinking of? What words were?
I've had some terrible ideas on my voice memo. So I'm like, why did I think that was okay to like? Ooh, that's so cheesy. Yeah.
I feel like I love voice memos. Don't get me wrong, but I would never leave a voicemail only because I don't want to end up on somebody's song. I don't care if it's like, hey, call me back. Next minute, Jvra is gonna play DJ Baby Blind and say, "Hey, call me back," and this is gonna be like the diss song. You said he's gonna call me back, but you didn't. I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Oh my god.
Do you ever feel that way, or did you ever use any of your ex's messages or any of that for inspiration of a song, or nah?
No. Yeah. Not. Well, I don't know. Like, I'm in. There's so many things that I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Like, I wish.
Because you're still in that healing phase.
Yeah.
So you're still trying to process everything.
Yeah. Like, I'm just in this place of the unknown.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like, I know nothing. I know nothing except I wake up, I'm breathing. That is a victory. Let's keep going.
I like that.
You know, what do you do except just you live?
That's all you can do. Live day by day.
That's exactly what you do. You live.
Now let's talk about Jvra now.
Jvra now.
Now you have some new music you're working on. We recently played one of them on the Amzai show. It was called
Me, Myself, I.
Me, Myself,
Yes,
I. Not to be confused with the Beyonce song. This is a Jvra version.
Yes, Jvra.
Let's talk about it. Inspiration. What is it about for people who haven't heard it?
Oh, yeah. Me, Myself, I. Honestly, probably one of my most favorite songs that I've released thus far.
Really?
Yeah. It's literally like, it's exactly what I wanted to say. I wrote out this song and I showed it to Dan, who's in the studio again. Dan, shout out to Dan. And he was like, "Dude, this is great." Like, he really enjoyed it. He enjoyed the melody choices and the lyrics and.
You had the beat before you wrote it?
No, I wrote it acapella.
Okay.
I call it Acapulco.
I like that.
And I had a whole
Acapulco.
song. I had a whole acapella song.
So
that,
Dan had to do the work.
Yeah.
He had to come in.
Dan put in the work.
So he had to come in and make a beat around your vocals.
Did I bring it to you acapella? I didn't bring it to you acapella. Did we?
What?
We've written like at least, I think at this point, like 20 songs.
And all that's gonna be on the album. Or you don't know
Not
yet?
everything's gonna be on the album. There's some that we gotta wait.
So you heard that there's an album in the works. I got you to say it. Boom. Caught it. There's an album in the works. You don't have to tell us the name of it. Don't give us any secrets if you don't want to.
Oh, I'll give it.
But there's an album in the works. That's good to know.
It's been like 3 years in the works.
3 years in the works.
Yep. It has been 3 years in the works. And it's so funny because from the first songs that was written, opposed to what's being like what we recently have written, it's just, you can tell like the growth and the writing and just the musicality, and it's so cool. It's so cool to see like the 3 year span.
When do you know it's the right time to drop a single, to drop an album? How do you know it's time to take a break, step back, revamp, relook?
That is one of the hardest things for me. Like, I never think anything is ready.
Okay.
I'm always like, we can do this. And we
I feel like most musicians, artists are like that.
Yeah,
with their work. They feel like
never-
something can be tweaked here and there all the time.
Yeah, I literally can never come to a place of where it ends, and it's like normally my producers would be like, "No, there's nothing else we can do. Trust me,
perfect.
it's great, it's good." And I'm like, "But what about?" And they're like, "No," and I'm like, So.
Was there ever a song you dropped that you felt like it wasn't good, and you was like, and the crowd was like, "It's the best. It's one of our favorites."
Honestly, I've been pretty proud of like everything I've released. There's not one thing that I regret releasing. I think they were important for the time when they were released, and I can't think of anything that I didn't want to not release. I mean, there's definitely times where I'm like, is it ready for the release? And I have to be convinced by multiple people that it's ready for the release.
Just drop it.
Yeah, just let's get on it. And so, yeah.
Besides the people that used to be on your management label, is there anybody that you would like to work with that you haven't worked with yet? There's a couple people I know. Maybe Kai.
If I can, shout out to Kai. I just want to talk. Oh, I'm so sorry. The hand of God just came and moved the microphone my way. Yeah, Kai, dope guy. I would love nothing more but to get into a writing session with Charlie Puth.
Okay.
Maybe get a song out with Lizzo, an icon. What an icon.
Okay.
T Swift, if you're listening, please.
You a Swiftie?
You know what? It took me a while, but a really good friend of mine, she kind of like got me into it, and I think I fell in love with just the writing. I was like, oh, this is like poetry.
I'm a country Swiftie, not a pop Swiftie.
I respect
so after
that.
she switched, I was like,
I respect.
But I love the country part of Taylor Swift.
Respect that. I love her as a businesswoman. Just
yes.
God, are you joking? That's what? What? Please, can I just like spend like 2 minutes with you and just tell me something that you know?
Yes.
So I can take it with me with forever and ever. But yeah, no, definitely Mr. Puth and Miss Lizzo and Miss Swift. That'd be so cool.
I can see that.
That'd be really cool.
All on one song? No, I'm joking.
No.
No.
All in one song?
All
Imagine
in one song. You
that
never
song.
know.
Oh my God.
Never know.
I would just be like, just take me now. I'm good. I did what I needed to do.
Is there a release date for your album you're working on?
As of right now, we don't have a specific date.
Okay.
But I will say that we have lots of music coming out this year.
More singles?
More singles.
Music videos?
Music videos as well.
Is there a music video for Me, Myself, and I? Not yet?
Not yet. We're working on it.
Okay.
But really excited for that. Very excited for that one. And I've been posting like a lot of cool like snippets and behind the scenes stuff for that as well. And then we have another one coming out, so I will give an exclusive. We have new song coming out called Pancake, and it's a bop. It's one of those.
Is it raunchy?
You know what?
Is it about what I think it's about?
Dan, is Pancake raunchy?
It's about what I think it's about? Something sexual?
You know what? The song Pancake was written with the intent of loving your body.
Okay.
Because something that this was just me personally. I for a really long time, honestly, like I was just always unhappy with my personal image.
Yeah.
And I was just so tired of that. I was tired of looking in the mirror and just not seeing what I wanted to see. And so, I made a change. And in the process of making a physical change, I wrote a song about it. And
that makes sense. Pancakes, sweets.
Yeah.
I get it. Syrup, butter, chocolate chips, blueberries. That makes sense.
And then Magical Dan music behind it. And that's the one. I feel it. Oh,
I can't wait to hear it. It's going to be, like you said, it's a bop.
What a good one. Do you want to hear the intro? I'll show you the intro.
I'll show you
like
it?
a small intro. No, I'll play it for you. What? I'll play it for you.
We get an exclusive.
This one, hopefully it doesn't come out bad on
Just put it to the mic. Hopefully we can hear it. We get an intro, an exclusive.
You're gonna get
to
a small
Pancake,
intro
to Pancake. I'm excited.
If I can find it.
While we're looking it up, let people know where they can find you, your music, and all your good stuff.
Oh yeah, while we're doing this, so all of my music is on everywhere. Honestly, Apple, Spotify, the Amazon. Where do people listen? Everywhere.
So J.Vera.
So Jvra.
Oh, VRA.
Yeah, Jvra. If you check that out, you'll find all
so
of my stuff.
what made you take the E out? Right?
Yeah. So
okay,
that was a funny story.
I wasn't tripping. I want to make sure
you're not tripping at all. Okay. Like that, like legit. And I'm over here trying to find. Dan, did you ever send me the song? It should be in here. We took the app because my music was getting put onto somebody else's music catalog.
There's another Jvra.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no.
Oh. Okay.
Like
be unique.
Yeah, I was like, that's no bueno. So
I think that's why Jenny B, right, had to change hers to Jenny B.
Yeah,
because Jennifer something.
I think like other artists had that issue, and I was just like so frustrated with always having to fight to get like the song put out of their catalog and back in my catalog. And so I was like, let me just re-release, like,
and change the name.
Yeah, and
that
just do Jvra, and it's kind of Perez Hilton. He said Jvra, and I was like, that could work.
Jvra.
Jvra
like
could definitely work.
Fun side, Jvra.
Yeah, that's the fun. Yeah, that's when we're really fancy. Jvra.
So, what is your social media links? Instagram, Facebook, all that
So
good
all
stuff?
social media at the Jvra, TheJvra, and you can find me there.
Like it.
And this, darling, is the intro to Pancake.
Ooh.
Just a small.
We get a little small snippet.
Watch me play like the totally wrong version. I would be so embarrassed. That's the wrong version, but whatever. Yeah, so.
That's all we get. Okay.
And it was the wrong version.
I heard running down my body.
Yeah, those harmonies go wild.
I love it.
We did like 3-part harmonies. Dan is the mastermind behind these harmonies. Like, he let me do some crazy stuff. And I'm like, Dan, what are you saying? And he's like, yeah, just put that, but here, I'm going to go here. And I'm just like, okay.
Well, I'm totally excited. I cannot wait to hear it. It already sounds like a bop.
Oh.
So it's really going to get people dancing. Are you going to be dancing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
In a music video? Of course. I've seen you done it before. So
Yeah, it's going to be, it's going to be a whole little production.
I'm excited for it.
Oh, I can't wait. We actually start production. We actually already started production. Yeah. So we're just moving forward.
Me, Myself, I is out on all streaming platforms. Make sure you go ahead, check it out. Follow him on all social media platforms so you know when the music video drops, when you know when Pancake drops. You do not want to miss it. I'm your girl, DJ Baby Blue Diamond, here with Jvra, and we are signing out.
Bam.
Yeah. You 3, live from the underground.